Greetings, YouTube. It is not often that I receive this many requests to do this kind of video, and given the nature of the fact that only one of the battle groups in my alliance does Alliance War, and I am never part of that one battle group, it's hard to know what to show other than to hopefully keep it fairly short and sweet and just talk about what people have been reporting, because the request for this video came in with the fact that one particular alliance was having so many issues after the patch that simple things that they thought should be working, especially Parry and Stupefy in Alliance War, was not. And so they were just getting wrecked, and they didn't know if anybody else was experiencing the same thing they were experiencing, so they reached out to me as a group and said, "Prof, please, I know you don't do Alliance War, but could you make this video?" And I said, "Sure, I just don't know what I'm going to show." Now, they did say that they also experienced a similar thing in Alliance Quest, and I made sure to record this even though I'm on my way to the airport to pick up my brother right after this, and we'll probably post this evening. I just did Map 5, Day 5 of Map 5, and of course, this is the Sentinel week, and I gotta tell you, I don't think, out of all the weeks and months I've been fighting Sentinels in Alliance Quest, I have ever seen Sentinels more passive than they were this week. But the crazy thing about the passive Sentinel is that because you've got that timer, at least if it's me, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to parry and I'm waiting to parry and they're just not moving. And so finally I'm like, well, look, I've got to be the aggressor. I can't waste time. So I charge forward, and then all of a sudden that dumb Sentinel wakes up and just blasts me with an intercept. And I'm not saying a special intercept. I'm just saying like a normal medium attack. But it's like the Sentinel was asleep, Snorlax style, and then all of a sudden you get close, and what do you know, it wakes up. So I noticed that in Alliance Quest on Day 5, particularly all the way back in Tier 1, because I take Path 2, which is this path right here. So, as I was saying to start the video, if you have Parry maxed, and when you look at my masteries, assuming the dude ever catches up, when you look at my masteries, and you see my utilities / proficiencies, still one of the weirdest changes of all time was when they changed the word utilities to proficiencies. You'll see that both Parry and indeed Stupefy are maxed. But when you aren't facing a node that's like Limber, or of course stun duration, or stun immune, I should say, completely nullifies both of these. But if you're fighting a normal mastery, you should have, especially with Stupefy maxed out, a couple seconds to get off a attack. And so when Parry doesn't register and then Stupefy isn't lasting for the duration that it's supposed to when it's maxed out, it can really wreck you quickly. And as we know from the way that the game is designed, potions and revives are doing better in terms of non-war and quest gameplay, but Kabam still makes a large percentage of their revenue keeping those potions and revives at a fixed amount that was originally scaled for 3-star champions and maybe 4-star champions, but certainly not 5 and laughably not 6. So you got to buy a bunch if you want to heal up and not get knocked out in your next fight. And of course, you're fighting mini bosses and the big boss, and the chance of survival even at max health is not great. So yeah, just a quick video to ask how many of you are facing the same thing as this alliance is facing in war, and maybe some in Alliance Quest. I don't think I've noticed it in AQ from my end, but again, I just do Map 5, other than just the crazy passive nature of the AI lately, particularly those Sentinels. But it's worth asking because this alliance asked me to do it, and I'm somebody that tries to serve the community as much as possible, and not just to keep videos under 10 minutes, but to try to keep them under 5 minutes, and that's where we are right now. So we're going to end it here, say thanks again, and thank you in advance for your continued feedback on this video.